Hey, good morning. Today is Thursday, January 9th, 2025. This is West Fryer. It's early. It's before school. I'm watching the sun come up, and it's cold. I think it's it's below freezing. It's in the upper 20s probably. And oh my word, there's so much going on. But I want to talk about uniform changes. This may seem very trivial given the fact that there's a horrific fire in Southern California that just destroyed the school of some of my friends, and oh my gosh, the winter storms. And anyway, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about uniform changes. So I was in the military, right? I was in the military for 6 years. Thought I was going to be in there a lot longer, but I wasn't. And when you're in the military, you put on a uniform. And let me just talk about my experiences. I was very changed by the uniform. My dear mother, who passed away 2 years ago on Christmas Eve, lamented the fact that when I was in my Air Force Academy uniform, and this would happen from freshman year on, she said I was a husk, I was not myself. But because putting on a uniform can really change you. It's really interesting, right, in the civilian world, and when you've had that kind of experience, because number one, when you take your uniform off, when you can't wear it anymore, wow, there's a lot of psychological stuff going on with that. It can be difficult, okay? Because when you wear a uniform, you are projecting outwardly to people stuff. And, sometimes that's received poorly, but a lot of times that's received well. Our youngest daughter, we have 3 kids, and our youngest right now is at the Air Force Academy as a sophomore. And she's had the experience already of being on flights. And as a freshman, she was flying in uniform. And, she was sometimes everybody would clap for her. Let's give a round of applause for our servicemen and women. And that feels weird when you're just starting and you really haven't done anything yet, but you're wearing this uniform. Anyway, uniforms are really interesting. Okay, well, I'm changing my uniform today, but just in a very small way, right? Because we signal in different ways, different things to people all the time. And I have been wearing for the last, almost 2 years, certainly the last year, an Air Force Academy lanyard, right? Because I have a school badge, I have a key, I got to wear this stuff all the time. This is basically my uniform. I mean, there's other stuff. I'm at my previous school in Oklahoma City, when we weren't in COVID, I had to wear a tie to school every day. And when I was a technology director for 4 years, I wore a suit most days. In fact, I had to go buy a new uniform. I bought at Joe Banks 4 suits, which I can't really fit in very well right now. And I'd love to fit in those again, but that's another story. But anyway, it was a different uniform. So today, woohoo, K-State, baby. Now, I never went to K-State. I have 3 degrees. I have 1 from the Air Force Academy, and I have 2 from Texas Tech University. Wow, that sun is bright. But I grew up in Manhattan, Kansas, okay? We moved there in 1981 when my dad was the PAS, the Professor of Aerospace Studies at Kansas State University, Air Force ROTC. And Dad did that for, I think, 4 years, and then he joined Union National Bank, and he had, had a 21-year career in the Air Force, and then a 21-year career in banking in Manhattan. And, I started 6th grade in Manhattan at Eugene Field School, and then went to Manhattan Middle School, which was 7th and 8th. And then Manhattan High School for 9 through 12. And, I was there in Manhattan before we had won any bowl games. I remember K-State got penalized in some kind of contest for yearbooks because they didn't have a bowl section in their yearbook. Ooh, you don't have a bowl section. Well, we had never been to a bowl until I think 87. And of course, we've got the miracle with Bill Snyder and all the things that have happened. But you know what? I love Manhattan. I love the tribe that it represents to me. There's so many good memories of football games, of Labor Day weekends, of tailgating, being with my sister and her family, with my parents, our children. We would go up every year for the Labor Day game. And Rachel's birthday is very close to Labor Day. And so she celebrated her birthday for so many years. So anyway, it may seem like a small thing, and at some level it is. But the things we signal are very interesting because people respond. People treat me differently when I wear a tie and when I wear a suit. I'm the same dude, okay? Whether I'm wearing a suit or like today, I'm wearing, I'm just wearing a collared long sleeve shirt because it's kind of cold for us. Very interesting. Changing the uniform. What does your uniform look like today? What do you signal to others? And are you signaling things that are gonna help build community and help encourage conversations and help people know a little bit more about you? Maybe it's time to change your uniform. Hope you have a great day. Take care.